You know, the world's a funny place. Today is Father's Day, a day to celebrate fathers around the world. And, well, happy Father's Day to those fathers out there. But just like with Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Every day you're a mother and every day you're a father. And I want to not just touch on this, I want to go in depth about this because whilst it's very nice or it's good to see, you know, the father and the mother and the children all in one household, it's not something that happens around the world. Globally, there are mothers and fathers that are separated, and you know, it's quite common today for the father to pick up his children from the home and spend the weekend with them or whatever. There's an arrangement there. Okay, and so for fathers in that situation, happy Father's Day to you too. You know, and keep up the great work. And you know, it's great that you can spend time with your children, appreciate them, love them, and really take this moment at least to consider how fortunate you are to be able to have your kids and to be able to love them, to hold them, and to cherish them. Then there are those fathers out there who can't see their kids. There are those fathers out there that are good fathers and good characters. But for every good father, there's a reckless father. And for every reckless father, there's a reckless mother. Not a reckless mother, then a mother who's just doesn't quite see things the way that the father would do. And so there is no manual as to how to be a good father. We all have our ideas and our ideologies of what a good father is. But let me go back to this point about fathers who can't see their children. Yes, there are some fathers that shouldn't be anywhere near their children. Those with drug abuse, alcohol issues, and domestic violence issues, understandable. Those fathers that are a threat to their kids, okay, that is, and genuinely a threat to the kids, not a vindictive plan by a mother and her friends that may, you know, not want that father next to the kids. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fathers that are a genuine threat to their kids. They are out there, and I acknowledge that. This is more to be for the fathers that have got genuine hearts, that love their children, that have an innate connection with their kids, and they find it very difficult in life to not go a day without having to focus and having to be with their child. They really have made that connection with the child. Now, whether the mother accepts that or not, because there's a breakdown in communication, whether it's because the mother may not like the father because he's moved on in his life, or he's gone and got married or got into another relationship, the fact that that father wants to make an effort, where there are a lot of fathers that don't want to make an effort, for me, is just wrong. I think at the end of the day, that a father is trying when he wants to make communication. Some fathers may not be able to make the sort of income that you as a mother may want, when you yourself ain't even making income and you're expecting the father to make an income, right? At the end of the day, that father wants to have a relationship with his son or his daughter. Who are you to stand in the way of that? If that father is not a threat to that child's life, who are you to do that? What gave you the permission to do that? You know, you have an ability and to be able to give birth to a child, to give birth to children. There's so many people in the world, so many women in the world that can't give birth to their own child. And, you know, it costs too much money to go through the medical treatment necessary out there and the advanced treatment today to be able to have a child. So they decide to go and adopt instead, but never be able to have their own child. And I just want you to think about this for a moment, because the harsh reality is today around the world, Father's Day, there are fathers out there that are in a corner suffering because they can't see their child, because their ex-girlfriend or their ex-wife may believe that it's not the right thing. It's not in the child's interest. Of course it's in the damn child's interest to be able to spend time with their father if the father's not abusing that child. Who are you to make that right in that decision? You know? And it's something I feel sort of strongly about. And the impact that has on a father that's loving and caring. The sort of mental, psychological damage that's going on inside. A father that's reaching out to his child and the mother is saying such things such as, "You're not a good father. I don't want you near my child." And that father inside himself has to keep on, believing in himself, because some men can't handle it. Some men can't hack it. So those men go off and they start drinking or start doing drugs, or some of them get suicidal. They go off the complete lid. These are men that are good men, good wholesome men, and they go off the lid. And then their friends, the female's friends, some of them themselves are similar to the female that this is coming from. I'm talking about females that are not in any other relationships. I'm talking about females that, they're sleeping with a different man all the time. And, they're advising the one girl or, to not be with that father, not have that happy household. And there are women out there that will do that. And because their friends haven't got a happy household, or they haven't got a happy household, their friends also shouldn't have a happy household. So, and there are women out there that would rather listen to their friends on the street than actually try and make a household better. See, on the long run of all this, I say karma comes back. I believe one day that these fathers will get to be with these sons and their daughters. And that one day, I actually pray that not only that there's unity, that the child is able to listen to that father's story. So when we sit down, we say Happy Father's Day, and you say Happy Father's Day, spare a thought for those men out there who are fathers, who are good, genuinely good fathers or good men that are not being given the opportunity to be a father today. Think about those men that may be in prison, maybe for drink driving, I don't know. But before you judge, before you make a judgment, think about it, because quite easily the tables could turn, and one day that child that grows up and says, "You know what, Mummy, I don't want to be with you no more, I want to be with Daddy." What are you going to do then? To think you're stealing at this minute, this moment in time, there's a woman out there that is stealing the time that a father could be spending with his son or daughter. Is it really Happy Father's Day? Or is it just another nightmare day that father's going through, that can't spend time with their son or daughter and hasn't got the money to fight in court? Or even if they go to court, they lose in the court case because the system is so messed up. Just think about this when you say Happy Father's Day. Are you considering the other side of the coin? That's all I wanted to say.